Hey, this is RJ May, and you're watching Mr. Mario 2011.
Hey, so what is going on, everyone? It is me, Mr. Mario, and you all should know by now that I really don't do news articles unless it is something that I really like or that I really want to talk about. And this is something that I want to talk about because Prey is one of my favorite games of all time, and I found out Prey 2 is officially canceled. So this news is about a day old. I just found it this morning, but man, am I disappointed. The link is going to be down below in the description to the Polygon article, and I'm going to read it off here real quick and then talk about it because the article itself is quite small. And in case you don't know, Prey is a game that came out. It was in development hell, actually, from the same studio that did Duke Nukem Forever. It was produced by 3D Realms, and it was in development hell from 95 to 2006, so 11 years. So not as long as Duke Nukem Forever, but, you know, quite a long time. I think I finally played it in about 2007 or so, and I didn't even know what the game was, but we'll go ahead and talk about this. Prey 2, the sequel to the 2006 first-person shooter from Human Head Studios, has officially been canceled according to a statement from Bethesda's Pete Hines delivered to CNET. This death knell is the end of an extremely rocky road that included being leaked in 2011, switching publishers from Radar Group to Bethesda, and a rumored transfer of the entire project from Human Head to Dishonored developer Arcane Studios. And here's a quote. "It was a game we believed in, but we never felt that it got to where it needed to be. We never saw a path to success if we finished it," Hines told CNET at PAX Australia. "It wasn't up to our quality standard, and we decided to cancel it. It's no longer in development. That wasn't an easy question, but it's one that won't surprise many folks given that we hadn't been talking about it." Polygon has reached out to Bethesda and Human Head for more details, and the sources from CNET on this, which I'm sourcing this from Polygon. So, I will be honest, the first thing I thought of was I looked at that quote, and it says, "It wasn't up to our quality standard, and we decided to cancel it." And the first thing I thought of was, damn it, Bethesda, you all are known for not publishing quality on launch day. Look at every other game that has come out. Fallout 3. Glitchy. Oh my god, I remember that. They had to release DLC to fix it. In case you don't know, if you beat Fallout 3, if you beat the main quest line, they lock you in so that you cannot progress anymore, and you have to beat the game, and when you beat the game, your character dies, and the credits roll. It's not like the other games like Skyrim, and Oblivion, and Morrowind, you know, the Elder Scrolls games where you can beat the main quest line, and then you continue. No, that had to get patched in. There was actually DLC, Operation Anchorage, I want to say, where you have to download that, and then it patches it so that when you actually beat the game, you quote-unquote live. So they had that, but even without that, you know, they've had buggy games. Fallout 3 was buggy. Oblivion was buggy. Skyrim was buggy. Oh my god. And I'm sure everyone listening to this right now who played on the PlayStation 3 last generation probably knows exactly what I'm talking about. New Vegas, extremely buggy game on launch. So the quality standard, I'm questioning that. I'm not saying they don't make good games, but I'm just saying they haven't been known to release a 100% polished product on launch. They've been known to beta test on launch. With this, though, I'll say that talking about Prey 2, I mean, first off, the first Prey, it was one of my favorite games. It was a very interesting game, super fun to play. It was different than other games that were out there. And to me, it was kind of like the Portal before Portal at some points. Now, granted, it was very easy because they pretty much had a system in there where up until the 4th level you can die, and then after level 4, you pretty much become invulnerable, so you can't die. And when you do die, it's quote-unquote dying. But the game was very fun. And I played it on both difficulties, normal and hard, probably at least 6 times over, and I own it on Xbox 360 and PC. When I picked it up, actually, I remember it was after Christmas of 2007. I went into GameStop, there were a few games on sale, and I picked up a few games. I picked up, I remember, Darkness 2, which was a fantastic game, and they were having some sales on used games. And I picked up Prey just because it was $8, and I said, you know what, I'll give this a shot. And I played it, and I fell in love with it. And I almost like played it like once a year. That was kind of it. But I think that was the main problem with it. You see, I was extremely happy with it because I didn't know a damn thing about it when I purchased it, and it was an $8 Xbox 360 game, so I picked it up. There were people who were waiting 11 years for that game, and then paid $60 for it. And I can't imagine that they were pleased with it, to be honest. I'm sure it really wasn't the game they were expecting, and of course, you know, it's going to change so many times over the years, but I'm sure it was a disappointment if you had waited 11 years for that release. I don't know. I really don't know. All I want to say is I really wanted to play Prey 2. I had some good hopes for it. I really want to try it out, but, you know, maybe they just canceled it because they felt like, hey, maybe this is a game that we're going to, you know, spend so much time working on, and then we're going to release it, and it's not going to be good. And then people like Mr. Mario over here will be like, oh yeah, Prey 2 was a really good game. I picked that up like 2 years after it launched for $5 on a Steam sale. That's not the type of game they want to make. They want to make, you know, a game that sells for $60 and will be worth $60. But unfortunately, there's not really many games that are out on the market like that anymore. I don't know. Developers, just make good games. Please, just make good games. Anyways, unfortunately, I'm just sad by this. I wish I could talk more about this, but the article here is just so small. But I don't know. This game has been in development since the first Prey. And even after the first Prey, it says that there's going to be a Prey 2. But I don't know. Yeah, even that game, it was so fun. I remember. I loved all the aspects about it. The gameplay, the mechanics, the storyline. Okay, it needed work, to be honest. But then even the last song, when the credits roll, that's how I discovered After Midnight Project, which is a great band. They had that song Take Me Home. Oh my goodness, so good. And it was different. The one on Prey, the song that was on Prey was different than the song that they retailed later on. Alright, I'll stop talking about this. Prey 2 is canceled. Everyone go home. Anyways, this is Mr. Mario, signing off. Thank you for watching, everyone.